welcome to another episode of LowerBitrate Podcast, number 78. Hello, and how are you doing?
Hello, how are you doing, everyone?
Eternal pain.
I saw a meme that made me laugh and it said, I'm studying without the STU.
Yeah,
I'm dying. I thought it
everyone
was
is.
funny. It was a Doge saying it,
I think
so
I mentioned that very recently. I was like, I'm
oh.
dying. Everyone is slowly dying,
hmm
you know?
Life is just a slow slide into the grave.
Speaking of sliding, you could slide into our website, lowerbitrate.com. That's where you'll find all the links to the YouTube. Subscribe. Appreciate that. Twitter, all that stuff. OnlyFans, feed pics. Anyway, thanks for listening, by the way. How was your week?
My week was so far has been a lot less stressful. I had a really tough week last week. Just a lot of changes happened that were out of my control, like with my moving schedule and then my job schedule. They changed my schedule suddenly. I just had a rough time, but that's enough personal stuff. I'm doing better this week. And I've been playing some of the Mario Cat Bell game, as my nephew calls it. And it's really fun. I've been going back and collecting green stars. It's not such a slog. I really enjoy it. It's pretty, almost all of them have been achievable so far, but there's some I like just can't deal with. Like for an example, the like sea monster you ride sometimes? I forgot its name.
Uh,
Anyway, you can ride this orange sea monster in the game to complete a water course, but there's no checkpoint. So you have to do the whole thing to get to the end of the level where the star is, the third star. So anyway, rant over, just an example. I haven't been playing any Luigi's Mansion. That apparently has been put on hold. Right now we're really into the Mario Cat Bell game. How about you? How was your week?
very stressful. Lots of things going on. Well, yeah, I don't want to talk about it. Virtually no gaming. I haven't played anything of note. I think I played Destiny for like one day to like do a bounty or something, and then just filed that shit to the side. Because I kept getting sauced on. Speaking of Luigi's Mansion, though, I want to mention one one funny thing. You never really know a person until you game with them, right?
Yep.
So my girlfriend is playing Luigi's Mansion casually, and she just arrived at the part that I stopped playing at Luigi's Mansion, right? I have no recollection of this because it's been months since I've played Luigi's Mansion.
hmm
And she does this thing where with any room that she goes into, she sucks with the vacuum in a 360 motion to suck up everything, all the coins. She kills she, she kills a ghost and she's just twirling, spin to win. Just twirling. And that shit sent me to another realm. That is the funniest shit ever. Just see someone just twirling, just in the middle of the room, sucking up all the coins, all the money, and that's the only reason why. She'll go to the corner of the room, and she'll see like a, I don't know, something on the wall, like a machine or something. Just 360 with the vacuum, getting
That's
all
a
the
good way to do
coins.
it. Yeah, I'll have to follow that because I've been spending my money on gold bones, which is it's like a one up. So if you get game over, Poochie will come revive you.
Anyway, I thought that shit was hilarious.
Yeah, the game's really good.
Oh, I have no doubts about that, but I didn't know she was doing that every time she walked in a room.
The opposite of yeeting.
Yeah, it is definitely an aggressive form of eating. Anyway, so big week for gaming, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Summer Games Fest, which I didn't realize was happening. It just kind of just was dumped on my lap. Watched that. I watched some of E3 because I've been terribly busy. So once we gather our thoughts, we're gonna have a special episode, E3 episode. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. So stay tuned for that. That'll be a bonus episode. It has no set time to come out. Whenever it's ready, you'll get it. But I did want to list or say one of our favorites from either or E3 or Summer Games Fest. You go first.
Can I do Nintendo? Does that count?
Yep. Anything that you saw.
All right, I'm pretty pumped about Breath of the Wild 2 in 2022.
Yeah. They
And then
showed quite a bit,
also,
right?
I have to name one more. Starfield was announced for next November, right?
I believe so. Yeah.
11/11/22.
It'll probably get delayed, but yeah.
Okay.
Um, the thing I'm pumped about is Elden Ring. We saw gameplay, we saw cinematic,
Mm-hmm.
and we got a date. Oof. Early next year. So January 21st, 2022, when that game will come out. Very similar. I mean, a lot of people were complaining it looks just like Dark Souls. I'm like, well, it is made from the people that made Dark Souls. So
Oh,
you just have a
who'd have
horse
thought?
now. A dead horse. Or an undead horse. Whatever floats your boat. So yeah. More on that later. We need time to collect our thoughts and actually sift through all the stuff. Because, I mean, when you're watching... The E3 didn't really... It wasn't a banger from what I could tell. Like, overall. Like, people were saying Nintendo save us at the very end. But there's a lot of games that got announced and like updates and stuff. So
Yeah, and dates. Yeah,
yeah, so we have to sift through the cringe and
love it.
find out our fun stuff. But
My,
you gonna say something?
I was just gonna say my cringe, meter is full now. Thanks, E3.
Yeah, we
That's all I
just
can take
need
for the rest of the year.
Minecon to come back in person so that we can get the cringe machine rolling.
Yeah.
So opposite of playing games, I usually play more games than I actually watch TV or movies.
Mm-hmm.
It's flipped this week. So I started and finished Ragnarok.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I really like the show. It's a modern take on like Norse mythology. I think you already said this, but I didn't realize how modern it would be. Like there's Zoomers
Mm-hmm.
in here, and
Yeah. It's like dark.
it's very similar. I think there's one there's one song that's a banger that was at the very end. I think it was season 2, episode 1 at the very end, and I think they used that for another show. But the theme song for Dark was also in Breaking Bad. So these songs get used quite a bit. So it doesn't surprise me at all. But do the subs. No dubs on this one.
Mm-hmm.
Read it, please. It just they have a specific nuance, right? Like when they're speaking, and you lose that on the dubs, like 100%.
Yeah,
Um,
the timing is off. It's just so awkward.
yeah, it was like a little bit. I didn't listen to too much of the dubs, but it seemed a little bit long-winded for the English speakers, and the voices never match. You know,
Yeah.
they never match. So, but yeah, it's cool. Little disappointed that the seasons are so short. There are only 6 episodes per season, and slow burns, kind of in the middle, but it gets spicy. There's a little spice thrown in, you know. Really enjoyed it.
Did you enjoy the casting? Like you're familiar with some of these gods.
Yeah, some of them are Some of them are introduced over time. It didn't well, this is not really a spoiler. Thor's in this, and all of the, you know, supporting characters like Odin, Loki. I really like the way they did Loki. There's something about that casting on that character. It's like a it's like a flamboyant take on Loki, like a very
Mhm.
extravagant, different, um, very creative take on how that character would be. And yeah, I enjoy it. Actually, I enjoyed it a lot. Uh, how do you feel about them introducing characters? Do you think that they go too slow, or is it at like a good pace?
It was slow.
Yeah, I think it's meant to be that way though. I have more fun watching, Thor struggle to read and, gaining his powers like slowly versus him, it getting yeeted upon thee. So yeah, Ragnarok, check it out. I'm gonna call it an audible. I forgot to put this in. There's a show. It's called Manifest. Have you seen it?
No.
Okay. Funny. Netflix has so much clout at this point that I think it's almost impossible to stop them because Manifest was an NBC show and obviously Peacock, right?
Hmm.
But it's on Netflix. There's currently, I believe, 3 seasons on Netflix, and it was canceled on NBC. Shortly after it was canceled, Manifest became the number one show on Netflix, number one
Huh.
trending. And
Did it
people are
save it?
like, well, that's what's going on right now. People want to save it on a different network, maybe Netflix. It's been done before. Black Mirror, hello, hello.
Hmm.
So I just wanted to mention that Netflix has so much pull with TV shows that maybe networks mismanage. But who really watches TV anyway? Like, to actually look at these shows, like NBC. Come
Boomers.
on, yeah, boomers,
Yeah.
exactly.
Those who
But
still have TiVos.
yeah, so I'm gonna watch this next or very soon. Apparently, it's very supernatural drama esque, and I think the just watch the trailer. The trailer's interesting enough.
Okay.
I think
Yeah, it sounds like something I'd like, but let me know how it is.
yeah, this trailer popped up after Lupin. We're gonna talk about that next. So yeah, Manifest, check it out. Anyway,
Cool.
Lupin
Season 2.
season 2 picked up right where it left off.
Mm-hmm. It did. I love that.
Yeah. What are your thoughts?
I like it. I love this show. I think it's really good, but it's a bit of a slog because you there's don't do the dubs. You got to do the subs, just like Ragnarok.
Yep.
But it's worth it.
Yep. We tried the dubs. Because I initially forgot how I watched it. So we tried the dubs. So the dubs came on automatically, and then we put the subs back on. Watch this shit in French, please. Like again, the French nuance does not translate to English. Please.
It's just their voices is all this is. Like you
Yeah.
got to listen to it in their voices.
The Lupin dub does not sound like what the actor sounds like. I think his name is Omar Sy, right?
Mhm.
Couldn't be completely different. It for me mostly it's like an immersion thing, Like I get really sucked into these shows, and if the dub isn't doing it for me, then I'm not gonna watch it because I'm gonna be thinking about is how he sounds and the way he looks don't match. Like,
Yeah. He has a unique voice too. And also I like the casting of the mini me, the like the young Lupin.
mm,
He looks just like him.
yeah, they look very similar.
Yeah,
I
they
think
did a
all
good
I
job.
think all of the younger characters look very similar.
Hmm.
Um,
Yeah, they did a
even
really good job.
even the younger DuPont, the now commissioner, old cop or detective, they look very
Hmm.
similar. They did a fantastic job. It is a fantastic show. I really like the season. He's always wearing a new pair of Jordan ones, so you know, thumbs up for him. Um, not gonna spoil it. I'll let you guys watch it, but
Yeah.
it is two thumbs up for me. I enjoyed it quite a bit. It's quirky, pushed the story to whatever heights it went to at the very end. Who knows? But yeah, it was cool. Anyway,
All right, moving on to more TV.
yep. The TV of the week. Loki
Loki,
episode 2.
the
So,
variant.
yes. Going forward, I don't know if so by chance we're recording on Wednesdays 2 weeks in a row, which is
Today's the 16th.
yeah, so this doesn't normally happen now. We record on Tuesdays. So we may miss an episode. We might be delayed going forward. Just
Yeah, it's also just because of my busy, unpredictable schedule for the next couple weeks, but then things will return to normal, I promise.
yeah. Just be mindful of that we might not have Loki episode 3 next week. It might be delayed to the following week when episode 4 comes out. So who knows? Anyway, I want a status update on your Owen Wilson. Your Owen Wilson watch? Yes, no?
On Mobius, yeah, he's good. I like him.
I rewatched the first episode and the second episode just confirmed it. He's not Owen Wilson in this. He's his own thing. He's good. As long as he's not, acting like traditional Owen Wilson, how he has in other movies, that's A-okay
Yeah,
with
with
me.
a good yeehaw and a howdy.
Yeah. No howdies. Howdy free zone. Um yeah, so this episode 2 is more of the same, more of the charm of the Loki character, more of the wit. We got a
Hmm.
little bit of action this one. Uh a little bit more of the world building on how vast and how crazy they could actually bring this, right? This is almost to me in the same realm as like WandaVision. Like WandaVision, anything could have happened, right?
Right.
In that little bubble. So this bubble's a little bit bigger because they could travel through the timeline and they've gone through. I actually really enjoyed towards the end where they went to like 2050 Alabama, like because there's a disaster, something goes on there. Watch it, please. But yeah, the creative freedom they have with this, it does the way they position this, right? If you agree, let me know. The way they position this is that they have so much creative freedom on a character that doesn't really exist outside of like Asgard and being an asshole in New York.
Right.
So yeah, props to Marvel, for doing this because people have been clamoring for more Loki, like Tom Hiddleston. Like
Yes, he's so good.
he's really really good, and
He just is Loki the way Robert Downey Jr. is Tony Stark. Like he's so good. I love my one of my favorite scenes of him is when after he lies in the circus tent and tries to like not get them to go into the fake trap outside the tent for some
mm,
reason. Just really dumb of him. But then he's like, about that earlier is they spend so much time like walking in these corridors and it really gives him a chance to be like very physical. Like he's like popping back and forth behind Owen Wilson, like trying to keep up.
yeah.
It's just good.
I feel
And
like
his face is so has so much expression, even though they're showing like walking down a hallway shot.
that's what I was about to say. Like I feel like he has more. This is more about Loki the character versus like Loki the villain, like who he is, like his
Hmm.
mannerisms and stuff, which is really cool to see. an actor have that much freedom to, like,
And
be normal.
he fails a lot.
He's
Like,
kind of a
Owen
fuck up
Wilson's
too.
not wrong. Yeah, he's kind of a failure. He was born kind of a failure.
That's his purpose. Hilarious and sad. So yeah, this episode, I would does it get spicy? Would you call the second half spicy?
Yes.
It's sriracha at least.
That's pretty spicy.
Sriracha spicy, really? Huh. I'm a spice connoisseur. I don't agree. Anyway, um, yeah.
Let
So
us know in the comments, is sriracha spicy? The answer is yes.
not. You live in Texas. I'm thoroughly disappointed.
I mean, I like sriracha. I'm just saying it's spicy.
It's really not. And I'm a bitch. Like, I can't have anything hot. Come on.
All right. I
Disappointed.
still disagree. Someone settle this.
Um, yeah. So we got the reveal of the variant that's basically tearing shit up, and it's a woman. Whammon power. Throwing my fist up. So this basically confirms. I don't know. I had this theory that it was the multiverse. Um, in WandaVision was wrong. So maybe this is it. Who knows? But Loki being a different gender and having blonde hair in a different, different variant would, if I was a betting man, I would bet that it was hinting at the multiverse, at the very least.
Yeah. I did a little bit of reading and I saw that.
So we'll see. So far, though, the pacing of this show versus the Winter Soldier has been on point. It's
Yeah.
definitely reminiscent of the WandaVision pacing. I like, spice here, spice there, character development there, boom, plot twist.
Well,
So,
also, this is a whole new world that we're discovering along with Loki, as opposed to it's just taking place in our world, our time.
yeah,
Not as exciting,
yeah.
in my opinion.
You don't think it's exciting, like them being time hoppers?
Yeah. No, I was saying it's more exciting. Sorry, it's more exciting for the Loki show because it's not happening on planet Earth. Like, it's just exists in time. Cool.
Right, like everywhere at once, but nowhere, but also everywhere. Huh. Makes you think. Yep.
Well, anything to add regarding Loki episode 2?
No, it's pretty cool. Uh, really excited for episode 3. One final note, though, that jacket is chef's kiss. Sell me a jacket like that, please, Disney. $100. I'll give it to you.
With variant on the back?
Yeah, just give it to me. Make one just like that. Give it to me. Sell it. You make so much money. I
Pretty
want it.
fly with the orange accents.
Yeah, with the little logo, the time people logo. Yeah, I want it. Time to go on Etsy. See if someone's making it already.
Maybe you gotta get a press kit.
I wish. Okay, so every Monday at 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern Time, we do movie night.
Yeah.
It's free to you. You don't have to bring any money. Just bring your butt and your snacks. You're good to go. We watch it in Discord. Um, it goes well 73% of the time.
75% of the time, it works every time.
Yeah. So
It
it's
went well last time.
yeah, it's a fun time, especially with all the tech issues because streaming on Discord is horrible at times. But yeah, this week we watched Secret Magic Control Agency. Fun fact: I've called this movie something different every single time I try
Yeah,
to
you
say it
actually
again
got it right.
because I'm looking at it on the damn screen. I thought it was a completely different. I said Space Magic Control Agency, then Secret Magic Defense Agency. I'm all over the place.
It's a mouthful.
Yeah. But next week we're gonna watch Training Day. You haven't seen Training Day? Classic Denzel Washington movie. Some really good Ethan Hawke in here. You get some sprinkling of a young Eva Mendes in there too. Good time. You should join us. That'll be Monday, the 21st of June.
At 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
And the Discord link is available at lowerbitrate.com.
Yep. There's just a button that says Discord. You click it, and then you'll be brought to the Discord. And that's it, really. Also,
Yeah, careful where you're clicking in there.
yeah. Also, there's a spot where you could discuss the podcast with us. If you think I have a horrible take, let me know. I promise you I won't get mad.
You will
A
get
lot.
mad.
I sometimes get butthurt. It's fine. I'm man enough to admit that. Anyway, so Secret Magic Control Agency. I was about to call it something else. What did you think? I'm gonna save.
No, you know what I think. I watched it twice.
Okay,
What did you
give me
think?
a refresher of what you think.
Oh, I liked it a lot. I just liked watching animation that's not Pixar. I thought it was really beautiful. I thought the music, the score was excellent. And also rare, amazing, English voice acting. It's out in English, and then there was a Russian version as well. But they did such a good job casting. So would recommend. I enjoyed it. Watch it with your mom.
Yeah, this is very family friendly, kid friendly.
Yeah, but it's
Uh,
also dark.
at times, yeah, but I think all kids movies are at some point. They have to give the adults
True.
something, you know. Um. Okay, I didn't initially. I hated this movie. I just the story wasn't as compelling. Like this movie's a prequel. Okay, this is a prequel to the Hansel and Gretel story that you may know or may have read as a kid. The interesting take on it, on how the Hansel and Gretel story is basically just a cover up, right, for
Hmm.
magic and shit. It's just something about the characters, not the voice acting, just all of it in general. I'm pretty sure if I watched it in, subs, I would still feel the same way. It's just something off about it to me.
Well, I'll tell you what it was, is that they did every single American accent that they could. Like someone had a New York accent, someone had a Southern accent. Like all these people in the kingdom had different accents. I loved it. It was tropes of the accents too. It was like,
I know what bothers me. So, for forced positivity, I have a problem with, right?
mm,
No one's positive all the time. And each character, besides maybe Gretel at times, sounded like they were on a camera doing a YouTube video and someone had a gun off screen telling them to be positive. Like it sounded so forced.
okay, so you didn't like the script. Got it.
No, just like the delivery too. Like the dude was like, I don't know, like he just saw an anime for the first time. You know what I mean? Like the delivery, like hated it, hated it. And I know
Yeah.
that this is a kids movie and it's not for me, but I've enjoyed kids movies before, like Raya and the Last Dragon. You know, besides Aquafina, aka what's her name? Shit,
Starts with an R.
Rashida Jones. But yeah, I mean overall for me personally, it didn't do it for me. It was okay. Like I think the ending parts were really cool, like action sequence wise, but as an overall movie, like kids movie, it didn't do it for me. Anyway,
Well, I'm excited about Training Day. I don't know if I've seen this film,
you've never seen Training Day.
possibly, so
Oh, we're
I'm
gonna
really
have fun
excited.
because this is Training Day has probably one of the most interesting villains of all time.
Better than any Alan Rickman villain?
Mm, I don't know. I don't know if I'm ready to call that, but you're gonna feel some things, some conflictions on the villain of this film. So can't wait.
All right. We'll have stuff to talk about next week. Do you have anything else to add at this juncture?
I do not. Enjoy your
Well,
weekends.
yeah, enjoy the weekend and thanks for listening to episode 78 of the Lower Bitrate Podcast. I don't think we said that before. But check us out at lowerbitrate.com. Join us for movie night on Mondays at 7. All right, bye.
Bye bye.